Hello. Hey, everybody. I'm back. So, I wanted to talk about synchronicities, and I wanted to talk about alignment and how to be in the flow. And so you're able to receive, the righteous blessings that you righteously deserve. So, when you're in a state of flow, it just seems that everything aligns, okay? And it's the fact that like you have detached yourself so much from this 3D matrix paradigm that you no longer vibrate at that frequency. And so like you have taken yourself out of the frequency of the matrix that would pull in the lower vibrational lessons and karmic lessons and the karmic loop, things that you'd have to go through. Like you were always just stuck in a loop. So now these synchronicities, like when you come into flow, it just seems that everything aligns for you. It just seems like it's like one after another. It's like bam, bam, like just confirmations after confirmation, and those basically are God's gift to you that are saying like congratulations, like you're doing a great job, you just leveled up, you're doing awesome, you just healed from a lesson, you healed from a karmic loop, from an ancestral loop, and so the more that you detach yourself from this matrix, the more of these natural, authentic blessings can come through. Because when you are attached to this realm, and basically it's, everything that this realm has told you, that you are, and then you start to do those things that the matrix has told you, it's that you have now detached your spirit from God, and you have pulled it into a man-made architecture, and now you're pulling in the frequencies of this artificial realm. And so now the realm, I bet you too, like probably weird thing. You have to watch too, because these gang stalkers, right? They mess with our free will, because sometimes, I also think to myself, like, do I have free will still? Is it, this matrix that is, harvesting, my free will and, going against my natural nature? Because they will send in the gang stalkers to, sidetrack you, take you off your path, get you in a karmic loop. So that way, you're staying still asleep. Basically like the gang stalkers are like the lady in the red dress in the Matrix. It's just like the distraction, right? It's like taking you off the distraction of your chosen path. And then it's putting you into thought. It's putting you into it's putting you into like a thought process, because when you're in a state of flow, it's just you just flow. There's no thought, there's no thinking. It's just that you just feel like you're like a magnet, and that there is this vibration, or there's this other magnet, and it's just pulling you to it. And it's just like you feel this vibrational tug, but it's more of like a spiritual tug, and it's just that it's like once you feel that calling, I guess, like this calling that it's just like you're just like, well, people are like, why'd you do that? I was like, I don't know, I just felt like I had to, like that's your like your inner child, that's like them, like, trying to like wake you up from the autopilot that you're on, and it's just like, hey, just like let's go, like wake up, like you've been sleeping and in this matrix realm. So how to get these how to stay in tuned as well with these synchronicities, and how to get them in the proper way. Okay, so you need to heal yourself. You need to heal your karma, your karmic debt. You need to heal ancestral debt. Because it's like when you think of like levels, and each level there is like a code, and then like you tap into this code, and each code has something there for you to see and work on. And then as you heal that code, it's like you move up a level, and then you go, in that level, there's like newer codes and, newer synchronicities, newer awareness, newer thought process, newer downloads, and then it's just like you have to heal that one next, and then you go to the next one. And then so there's like many levels of this game, and there's many levels of this game, okay? And we are trying to get to the top, basically at the top of the pyramid where the wizard is, so we can pull back the curtain and be like, what is going on? Like, why would you do this? So it's just more of like, I guess it's just more of coming into that flow. So like today I was at the store, okay? And it was actually tonight. I went to the store tonight and I had met this person there, and we just got to talking as we're checking out. And his last name was Justice, okay? And me and him had hit it off, like just sitting there chit-chatting and just talking, like, he was just like, holy crap, man. He's like, what are you doing to me? He's like, I am sweating. He was just like, I just feel like, my whole body is like tingling as I'm sitting here talking to you. And it's just like, and I'm just like, yeah, because I have like detached myself so far from the matrix to where that I'm able to vibrate at this high frequency of, inner wisdom and, tap into like the library of, the Akashic records. And, I'm able to pull from that kind of frequency. Not even pull. I don't even pull. I don't do anything. It just happens, like when you're in that flow, everything just happens and it aligns the way it's meant to align. So, I had been praying, and I know like the praying thing, whatever, but anyway, I have been praying to God that justice would happen for me, that I would get justice for all the, abuse that had happened to me, for, I'm 39, so 39 years, that I would get justice that I righteously deserve, because those things that happened to me, it wasn't right and it wasn't fair. So, they took me out of my righteous path. They took me off of my blessings. They got me into, thinking that this realm, this crazy fucking realm was it, like this is it. And then I'm realizing like, no, it's not. This is not it at all. This is not even like close to what it is, like it is nothing like this. Like this is fucking like dog shit compared to like what we're supposed to get. Like we're just supposed to get beauty, and it's supposed to be glorious, like we are meant to sit amongst, God and, like mom and dad and the angels and, basically our family, and just, it's like an harmonic, angelic frequency the whole time. And like there is no food. All you do, like, because you are just so divinely connected to God's energy, so you're connected to his light that you don't even know what food is. You don't even know the taste of food. Like you can't even think of what a food is, because you are so in the divine and in the unconditional, like compassionate, loving energy, of our Creator. And that's the real energy, that we're meant to be in. And that's when all the, the synchronicities come in and the vibrational flow and everything is, it's meant for you, it aligns, and there's no more karma. You paid off your karmic debt, you worked for it, you cleared those lessons, and you got to where you were going, you got to go home. And I think a lot of us are witnessing this now, that that our synchronicities and our spiritual wisdom has, amped up like humongously because we have been healing. We've been healing a lot. And I don't know, I know that there, you guys are, your whole realm, your reality is shifting and changing, and you're seeing this shift and change, and you're realizing that you are a creator and you create your reality through the thoughts and that you're vibrating at, and or your whole aura is vibrating at. But then, it's just like, then you have to use that discernment, because then there's those wolves that are, around us that, try to bring us back down again. They try to get us to, they try to get us to, get into their karmic way. So it's like, imagine like a friend's calling you, like, hey, like, come with me, go to this person's house, and we have to go get something. So now you go to that person's house, right? And then you get to the person's house and something happens, right? And then all of a sudden, like, you do something on accident, and then like, there you go, you get the fucking karmic thing, right? It's just like, shit, it's just like, and it's just like, these are your like gang stalkers, because they know that God is calling you home. They know that you are healing and, trying to end, this war within you, because there's a battle right now for your soul. There's a battle for you right now. And they know this. And so that they're going to try to put anybody in your life right now to take you off that direction, take you out of the alignment of God and going to the highest of frequencies. And the higher we go, the higher we attain, and spiritual knowledge and spiritual wisdom, and we actually take it for what it is, and we learn from it, and and then we start helping others, right? And we ascend so high. And it's why everything is falling and dissipating, and the whole matrix is completely collapsing, because we're finally coming into tune with ourselves, and we're realizing our reality was not what we were made to believe that it is. All they did was anchor down this false timeline. And that's why they're all wearing the fucking anchor on their hats. And I'm seeing in my reality that there's a bunch of people wearing anchors, the symbol of an anchor, and that means that they're trying to anchor down the timeline. So they're probably out there creating karma, right? They're the gang stalkers. They're creating this karma so they can keep the loop going, right? So that way they can stay stuck, and they don't have to heal their shit, and they don't have to go within, and they run from themselves. They fucking run. They don't just run, they hightail their ass away from their own ass. But then they go back around again because they're just attached to their ass, right? So it's just like the Ouroboros, their fucking tail just goes around and around and around and around and around and around. So, anyway, man, that was some shit. I'm gonna have to listen to the video then, so I can, receive the messages too. Because I'm, just gotta just open yourself up. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that you were a vessel, that you were one of God's chosen vessels. We're all chosen, but you're just one of God's vessels, and that the spiritual knowledge and the spiritual wisdom that you are getting, and that's coming into you and it's downloading into you, that is for you. And God wants you to now, He wants you to stand with that power that He has given you, because He is trying to, get you out of, those uncomfortable zones, and like the uncomfortableness of you and like your voice, right? And like thinking that you're just like this small little person, when your voice is so fucking powerful. Like, who gives a shit if you're just talking to yourself in your house? It doesn't matter. Your voice is powerful, especially when you speak truth, because when you speak truth, you vibrate out into into this astric realm of the frequencies, and that it just it's like a symphony. It just plays back, right? It's a rippled frequency symphony of energy, just rippling through the timelines, and the astral realms, and and we are that connected, and we're all connected. And then before, and why everything was all fucked up before, is because we were all vibrating differently. We're all just all messed up before, and now that we're spiritually attuned, we're getting back, right? We're getting back to being spiritually attuned. Now it's easier. It's just becoming so much easier. So, I don't know. It's just the message that I had to talk about, I guess, synchronicities. And I love synchronicities. It's like, to me, it's like a game. It's just, I don't know. I look forward to them. I look forward to it's like, you have to play this game that we're in, because we're literally in a game right now. We're just like in a simulation game. You have to play it consciously. You can't just play it just to play, or, you have to play it consciously. So, someone once told me that. Someone told me to play it consciously, and it stuck with me. And I was like, that is true. So, got to come from a conscious state of mind, right? A conscious state of flow, and just to vibrate. And, don't be afraid to do those things, like the leap of faith. Like, don't be afraid to take that leap of faith, because who knows where it might take you, because we all fear the unknown, right? We don't know what's over the horizon. We can't see it. And so we fear that, right? We fear the fail, because everyone expects us to be failures in this life, so in this realm. So, and we don't want to fail because we don't want to be another failure, But anyway, it's just how I see it. How I see it. It's a beautiful night out, and I can't wait for, I don't know, I just can't wait for what it's really supposed to look like. Well, you guys have a good night tonight, and stay blessed. And I love you guys.